February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Ford Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Right to the air. Here is Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Here's Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 4.
It's the pick number 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Goff. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that is wide to the left and no good, but there are multiple flags on the field. I think this drive is going to stay alive. Another extra point opportunity here. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. A give, running right, Achane. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
I should probably stop that hit, boy, because I got all that hits, boy.
Goff now looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Goff. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Under a minute to go, clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Goff now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On fourth down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. This one from 48 yards away. Bates' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it with H2H.
And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
They'll go. H2H.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation. And what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Now H2H on 1st and 10.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
52 yards rushing for him down to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Right back to H2H on 2nd down.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Lions 10. Jason Sanders to kick off one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Play action. It's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's Goff. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Detroit. And even 50 yards. They'll run with Gibbs. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions have regained the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
67 yards.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jameis Jameson Williams
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions have yet again retaken the lead.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
He'll dump this off to H2H.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now Tua. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, this can happen when you get man coverage on a tight end. This is a nice route. He's just going to run a corner to the left side and find some open space. That's asking a lot to make a linebacker run with him. And this ball's on the money as they pick up a first down.
Second down and 8.
Looking to pass. Tua.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Throw caught by H2H.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And that will tie us at 24 all. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10. They're on the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
To throw, Huntley.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 3. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, back to Achane.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Up the middle, Achane.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
On 3rd down, Achane.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And some room to work.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Devon Achane
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they wanted now, enforce the penalty to the 1. But if they wanted to kick it, right, don't they just move it up 5?
And just move it up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Lions 24. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Powers through him, and they work this well upfield across the 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now gone.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
No doubt about it, a really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's got him in, complete.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At their own 18.
He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, Goff. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Now it's Goff.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Tua going to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a third down and 3.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
That's Levi Onwuzurike fighting through and punishing the offense. A big tackle for loss.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to perhaps salt this one away. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. They were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Here's 1st and 10.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Goff now looking to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw, Goff.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is caught at the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Powering his way forward.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Got St. Brown running the quick slant here.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
1st and 10 at the 43.
Here's Goff.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Now inside the 25.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line.
In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff in trouble, and he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
7 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
Here's Goff.
That is caught by Laporta.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
24 yards. That's another Detroit.
One last throw here for Goff. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still all for naught, really.